Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. Today is Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. It's Thanksgiving this week, which is, well, I guess, one of my two favorite holidays. I think I just like the fall, I don't know. But I'm very much into gratitude, so it is my favorite. Whew. Last couple days, yesterday was sunny. Now today's supposed to be sunny. It doesn't look like it's going to be right now, but we'll see. Last couple days in the upper 40s. I mean, to me it feels nice and warm because, well, I have gotten accustomed to highs in the 30s. But I think after today it's supposed to start dropping, and Thanksgiving Day, the highs are going to be in the 30s with snow. My son and daughter-in-law, they like to deep fry the turkey. So, you know, they always put a canopy up because you don't want rain or snow, you know, getting into the oil. That's very dangerous. But it's a lot of fun. It's fun. They do it, but I have fun when they do it. There's Mr. Snowman saying hi to everybody. This is the first time in years I've actually been looking forward to the holidays. I mean, years. Even when my, family was home and we were together and stuff. Anyways. It's so dark, I feel like I have to really look. I don't know. Anyways. I have been I've had a terrible week, health-wise. It's easy, you do a video, you can edit enough that nobody can tell you're not feeling well. But, I've had, problems with severe fatigue for about 17 years. 17 years ago, well, it'll be 17 years in April, I had a stroke in my occipital lobe. Since that time, I've had problems with fatigue. So, over the last several years, it has, it's improved. But I had a relapse this week, and I've had a rough time. I did not go to the flea market yesterday. But, there's a couple things I have to take care of, so I have to go in today. I hope I make it through the day. I think a lot of it, it does have to do with stress. Now, yes, I've been cooking and baking, getting ready for the holidays and stuff, but that's stuff I enjoy. I love doing that stuff. But I think a lot of it has to do with what's going on in the world. Now, I don't, I'll watch it and stuff, but I go do my own thing. I don't care. I'm going to do my gardening. I'm going to do my sewing, my crafts, cooking, whatever. Okay, I'm going to do the things that make me happy, and I'm going to enjoy my life regardless. But I think maybe subconsciously it might be getting to me, and that could be causing a flare-up. Because, I noticed lately, it's like I've had, politics burnout, and I'm not even really that much of a political person. I used to not be at all. I think I'm trying to get back to not being at all a political person. The things that are going on in this world, wow. I know I sound like the old person that I am. I never thought I'd see the day. I mean, I know my mom used to say that. I remember hearing my grandmother say it. But I'm sorry, these days, it's really, really weird. I think even the young people would agree with me. When you have to worry about being set on fire every time you go ride the subway. It's a problem. Anyway, there's just over the last several years, I've been sitting here watching everything that's going on going, wow, whoever would have thought of that one? Anyways, I don't even want to talk about it. But my point is, I have been finding myself, like, when I used to kind of have like this mix of, I'd watch videos that were political and what's going on in the world. Where are we going, Mr. Prime? Yes, he's going here. You know, and I'd watch homesteading, gardening, you know, crafts, stuff like that. So I had a mix of those. But lately, I am finding myself, I will, like, if I feel like watching a video, I scroll through my notifications, and I am only, it's like the stuff that's about world events, it's like I'm just passing them up. It's like, where's my gardening people, you know? Where's the you know, channels where they teach sewing techniques or whatever, cooking, anything. Those are the only things I want to watch anymore. It's like, I just can't take it. But this got me to thinking, well, one, it's making me feel better emotionally. When I go to watch something and I want to watch things that bring me joy, it automatically lifts my spirits, okay? Now you've heard, I'm sure, people say, raise your vibrational frequency. It's no big deal. It's what I just said, lifting your spirits, which is a phrase that's been around for centuries. So that's what it takes, is focusing on the things that bring you joy. So that's what I have been doing lately. I do not want to stay in this fatigued slump. So I'm just focusing on that. I think that's why I've been doing so many cooking videos this week, because while I am, you know, getting ready for Thanksgiving, and like I said, since I started having problems with fatigue, I have to start my cooking and baking and preparations for the holidays like a week ahead of time. Where when I was younger, I used to do it a day or two before, you know, when I had energy. My son said to me the other day, this is funny, you older people are going to laugh at this one. We were talking about how my energy level has changed. Now, for me, it's been 17 years. So my son can't remember when he was very little and mom actually did have energy. But he said, I can't imagine anybody's, especially my own, energy level and things I do changing that much throughout the years. I laughed. I said, it will. I said, I used to feel the same way. I couldn't imagine it happening to me, but it has, and you have to make adjustments. And your children have to make adjustments with you if they're going to involve you in activities. But yeah, he feels like I did at that age. Oh, that's not going to happen to me, you know. It does. Even if you're healthy, you slow down. So you have to make adjustments. So that's the adjustment I have made for myself, is getting ready well in advance of holidays, you know. And you know, and another thing was, my mom being the matriarch of the family, you know, she did most of the cooking and baking and stuff. We all cooked and baked, but she did the most. The woman could not control herself. I guess I inherited that, because now I'm making all these Christmas cookies and stuff. Anyways, you know, so that was easier. But now I'm the matriarch, okay? I'm the oldest. I'm the mother. I'm, you know, doing all this cooking and stuff, which I love. I'm not complaining about it. I want to do it. But I have to adjust how I do it. How the hell did I even get on this topic? Anyways, so yeah, that made me a little tired, but it's something I want to do. Yeah, it was a funny comment my son made, I thought. Because when I was 27, I felt the same way. Oh, when I get old, I'm not going to slow down. I'm going to be fine. Anyways. So I'm thinking, you know, I truly believe that through the media, and this does include gotta say it, like independent YouTubers, people on Rumble and stuff like that. I think they, and yes, there is a they, control us emotionally and stuff through this kind of thing. So I'm just sitting here going, well, the less I'm watching of that shit, the better I'm feeling. And I'm sure that would be the same for everyone. And what if we all just focused on the things that bring us joy? What if we just did that and ignored the bullshit that they're feeding us on the television, on the news media, and on the videos and stuff? I'm not saying I don't watch any of them anymore. I do kind of like to keep up with what's going on in the world, but I'm trying not to watch them all the time. And I want to talk about and focus on other things. And the more I do that, the better I feel. So if we all started doing that, they wouldn't be able to control us as much. And we'd all be walking around much happier, which I truly believe that they don't want. They don't want us happy. They want us, I think that's part of the enslavement, is the depression and stuff. Anyway, it was just a thought, because, I don't know, I had a really rough week, very tired and stuff like that. And, it just made me think about, it's like I'm having political burnout, too. I'm so tired of hearing about this shit. It's like, you look out there into the world and it's like, that's all that's going on. Is this crap? So for me, maybe that's the ultimate rebellion. Is if we all, pay attention to what's going on out there, but don't obsess over it. And yes, some things definitely need to be changed. Focus on your joys. Focus on your joys. It will lift your spirits / raise your vibrational frequency. That works for me. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be and make it a joyful one.